kid from playing with him approach his parents.
Okay, so now it goes to the parent. How would you handle a overly aggressive parent, that child's parent? Because you told a child something, but now the child won't listen, and you tell the parent, and the parent is like, man, you don't say to my dog nothing. You don't tell my child nothing. So how would you just walk away? Or would you make your point clear?
See, that's a 50-50 right
there. That's a 50-50.
It depends on the day.
It depends on the day?
It depends on the day.
Yeah.
I try my best to walk away.
So the Washington Cal will want to walk away. But the Memphis Cal will be like,
let's mop them. You take the little one, I take the But that's not the example, trying to set the day, trying to be on like all the positive stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, I experienced a kid was that's how he acted, at school or whatnot, and his parent came in, and she came in extra aggressive, like this is in this. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, every time I come here, my child is. I wanted him to go to here, but y'all say he can't because we're not in the district, so he's here. He's not getting any help, and I'm sitting there like, first off, why does the child act like that?
So you seen where it came from?
I seen where it came from, but the child looked more embarrassed. But every time someone disciplines a child or says anything, the child, calls the mom. And from there, the mom gets overly aggressive and comes and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, how do you go by handling that when she's coming there, cussing and doing all this? And I ain't gonna...
Let me ask you. So, if you was a principal of this school and you see that the mother would not be trying to assist you all in finding a solution, would you just suspend the kid?
No.
So you wouldn't have to worry about the problem, or because the mother's not working with you.
This is what I do. Check it. If you were in, your principal, I'll go to superintendent, because you think about it. If I'm having a problem with the kid at my school, and this is even when an adult tells this child to do something and he don't want to do it, or he feels like he don't have to, and so he goes to his mom, so that's why she comes there saying that y'all not trying to help him. That's not the fact. The fact is that you're the issue, whereas every time he says something, you need to come in to his rescue. Mom, where she told me I was late. What you need to come to the school for? Because he's late to class. If the teacher say he's late, he's late. But as the principal, I'll go to superintendent and say, we need to sit down. Because even if she's not at my school, that's going to be another problem at another school. So now the superintendent is going to be faced with, it didn't only happen at my school. It happened at another school. And you think about it. When one person goes to 5 different schools, there's the biggest solution. I mean, the biggest problem is the person that went to all 5 schools.
Yeah.
Some people don't think that. So I'm like, that would be the, solution.
But what? How could you not think that? If you started having to switch schools. I mean, that's common sense.
That's common sense, but I'm not saying that this has happened, but sometimes in some sense some people can't handle reality. Some parents have a plea they want to have this plea for help, to whereas they don't feel that they have a problem, but they need you to find a solution to their problem, to make it our problem.
Oh, I think the one thing is a lot of parents think they got the perfect kid. Like the kid who don't do no wrong. In they eyes. Yeah. I mean, I know my kid. So I know when the teacher say what he did, I'll be like, that sounds just like him. I can't. Just like every time something happened, first thing like on the news, oh man, he was a perfect kid.
He wouldn't know. The parent knew. Well, you're right. But some parents know. They just babyfy, as we call it, leaving them on a titty, which they need to take them off. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, I've come to the conclusion, man, my kids, they look like grown men. I had to stop TT from coming in the house. From coming in my room, because when he wake up in the morning, he would come up in there and be like, he'll tap me, "Good morning, PC." You know, I ain't nothing wrong with that. But when I don't know why he does that.
Wait, were you awake?
No. Obviously, he'll just be like, "Good morning, PC." Sometimes it be when he say if I don't wake him up early enough for school, or when he wakes up earlier than the alarm set to wake him up, then he'll let me know that he's up. So I just cut my alarm off.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm like, I had to stop him because he looked so big. I mean, he looked, dog, I thought he was a grown man because he's so tall. So I'm like, man, just got to be realistic, you know, with the kids. And nowadays, parents don't know how to be realistic with the kids because they're still babyfying the kids, or they're not equipping the kids for the real world, if you ask me.
Well, that's because that's their baby.
I don't care.
And plus, they kids can't do no wrong, no matter what they do.
I don't care what you, man.
Some parents, you know, they know what their kids do. They know their kids not perfect. But then on the other hand, some kid got the little demon kids who swear they angels around this thing.
Hell on earth,
they be like, "I don't know why my kid always get picked on. I don't know why my kid don't go to no birthday party. Why you don't have no friends come over? Why this? Why that? I don't know why nobody don't want to babysit my kid. My kid's perfect angels." Like,
hey,
like little Dennis the Menace running around.
With my two,
the baby's kids.
Oh, yo, that was my movie. My two, they rat on each other. TT get the party started, but once he get the party started, he don't know how to keep the party going. That's when Grillum will come along, because you know he know how to
manipulate the system.
I ain't gonna say manipulate the system, but he know how to, you know, fluctuate with people, you know, agreements on, you know, how they want to go by playing the game. Versus TT, if it's not his way, he don't want to play. So everybody be like, "All right, well, bye." And then they come back. So I know when he at school, he always say, "Well, no, every time he does something, it's with somebody." I'm like, "So you do nothing by yourself, huh?" "Well, no, PC."
So he always got somebody else to blame.
There's always somebody. "Well, such and such told me that I can do this, but I didn't do it. He did it first."
Oh, that sounds so Malibu.
I'm like, oh, these jerks. But, oh man, I think me and Sterling. Shout out to Sterling, man. I gotta get my guy on the podcast, dog. But we was
I thought you were talking about Donald Sterling.
Nah, not Donald Sterling. Nah. I don't. He's extra racist. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's still alive. But yeah, go finish your combo.
Nah, my guy Sterling, man. We had this, you know, plan. Well, idea. It's in the making of, you know, talking to kids just to see, you know, how do they feel. You know, I guess just looking at their point of view. And then from there, they can see our point of view. Because, man, these kids don't be wanting nothing but attention and for you to tell them right from wrong. That's it. Some of them just are stubborn because they just want what they want. But at the same time, the stubborn ones are normally the ones who want structure. They just don't know how to settle down to allow that structure to happen, because a stubborn person with structure is a dangerous person, because if they're structured to do something the correct way, they're gonna be stubborn. I have to get this done. This is the way I have to do it. And yeah, that's it.
So y'all combating the problem with seeing it from the kid's point of view. Does it depend on what the kid do, or like anything that they do, you just trying to see it from their point of view? So they can see it from your point of view.
It's just have some topics. I want to say lean more towards them.
It's like peer pressure.
You can say like social media, because we can see that being on social media just in middle school, or having the most followers in the middle school, how that affects how the kid is at school, and
should affect grown ups.
And that's true. And we can even have the debate on who does it affect more. Like, who do you think it would have the biggest effect on?
Positive or negative?
In a negative way.
Probably like the kids in school, because they already under a lot of pressure to be liked and be famous and stuff. But then again, some grown people under that same umbrella too.
Think about the grown people who's under that same umbrella and who have the kids that are following them.
I mean, shoot, because I seen a story about a girl who lost her social media followers, and like she lost her mind.
What?
Yeah.
She lost them over social media?
Yeah, I mean, this stuff is big. I heard of a dude pulling a gun on another person over a social media handle.
What do you mean handle?
Like the name. I think he wanted the name of the social, something like that. Pulled a gun on dude. Yeah. This internet beef is real out here. It's more than just viruses.
It's more than Angus out here, huh? Angus everywhere, look. We ain't gonna call it beef no more.
Yeah, it's some serious business out here.
Oh,
you get your issue around this thing.
Be like, you coming over here Angus and me, man.
But, you know, that's how I feel the kids and adults should be handled these days.
Yeah.
But as times change, it's getting harder and harder.
It's getting, which makes it, it's getting harder. And I don't know. I think having, settle in a situation in peace, I think that's overrated. I think when you try to do something in peace. Yeah.
Wait a minute. How is that overrated because you're selling it in peace?
Well, you got to think about it. When you do the average thing in peace, what happens? And it's always been like that. When you do something in peace, a person either takes you for granted or try to bull guard you because you're trying to handle it in a more mature way. Some people can handle that. Some people can handle.
I think that's 50-50 right there. Because all the peaceful situations, some of them been good and some of them haven't worked.
I mean, as the generation go, because back in the day, a person, let me see. I could go in gunplay. Back in the day.
From Miami?
No. Just gunplay in general. Like when it comes for a peace. There's, in this day and age, there's been more stupid killings. Whereas, something that was meant to be, hey man, why don't y'all chill out, somebody, and innocent person get shot, versus back in the day, they fight, get it over with, they're playing. Versus now, they fight, they can't get over it, somebody gets shot, bam, boom, life lost. But I'm just saying, in a peaceful state, nothing is handled with peace. And now there was more. We got into it. We seen hatred, fought it out, basically kind of talked it out, shook hands on it, and left it.
Kept it moving.
Now, you fight, you got your ass whooped, dog. Oh, I did. That's your girlfriend, Vito.
I think it's the mind frame of the people who are in the conflict. Because some people can fight it out, shake hands after, call it that truth, good, you shot a good fade. But then on the other hand is cowards who they don't have hands and the only power they got is the gun.
But how often will you see dudes shake hands after they fight?